Hello there, this is Mr. Rusty, and I'm having yet another wondrous MrRusty366 walk and talk. I'm walking someplace, doesn't matter where, you can't see where I'm walking. And I'm talking into my little recording device. So, I guess I'll go ahead and recap what occurred. Or I should say, let you in on what happened with my weight loss. The week before last, I lost a fair amount of weight. Nearly 2 pounds. That was awesome. And last week, I gained. So, the week before last, I lost because I was counting calories with my food journal, and I was doing cardio exercise. And then last week, I gained because I was counting calories, keeping a food journal, and I was doing cardio exercise. So why did I gain? If I did the same thing, I mean, isn't it not true that I can eat whatever I want, and as long as I stay below a certain number, or I burn off a certain number of calories, or do a little bit of both, I should be able to lose weight? Why is it that the week before last, I lost nearly 2 pounds, and then this last week, I'm not sure how much I gained actually, but I think I pretty well gained back what I had lost. And that's not good. So, why? That's the question I always asked myself, because for quite a while, while I was struggling to lose weight, when I was doing the exercises and I was entering in the food journal, as long as everything was green, I should lose weight. At the very bottom of my little food journal, the free food journal I use, it will say, if every day was like this, you will weigh this much in 5 weeks. 5 weeks would happen, and I wasn't at that wonderful, magical number. Why is that? I didn't know for the longest time until I finally decided to go get a book. It's called The 100 by a man by the name of Jorge Cruz. And his theories and works that went into that book is based on the historical journalistic exploration of a man named Gary Taubes. So until I started looking into Jorge Cruz and Gary Taubes, I was lost. So this last week, I gained weight. I don't know exactly why I gained weight. Because even though I was counting the calories and doing the cardio exercises, I still gained. Granted, it did a little bit of strength training, but there's no way that I can gain that much weight with just the little teeny amount of strength training that I did. The little bit of strength training that I did was just enough to make my upper arms feel a little tight. A little tension in the muscles in the upper arm, the forearm region, the biceps, the triceps. When I flex, it doesn't look any bigger, because it isn't. What got bigger was probably my belly, just a little bit. what I ate last week was sugar. And I'm not just talking about the white sugar that kind of looks like happy snow. I did have some of that, though. I actually had some very delicious sugar cookies. I helped make some of them. I helped frost some of them. I helped eat some of them. Not on just one day, but on multiple days. And I'm doing a little competition with a group of people. And I pretty well tracked what days I had sweets and what days I did not. And I made it a rule that if I fell off the wagon with my diet plan on a certain day, then I would just go ahead and count that as having sweets. So if I had a bowl of cereal, then I would count that as well, I had some sweets, because that bowl of cereal combined with the milk went well over the number of sugar calories. The issue with doing this is once I know that I'm over, there's this tendency to say, oh, what the hey. I have already gone off the wagon here, so I might as well just go ahead and keep on trucking with cheating on my diet. So I would have some soda pop, and I would make an excuse of, well, it's SodaStream soda, so it's going to have less sugar, and it's sugarcane sugar, not high fructose corn syrup. So it's not as bad. So I would justify that. And I also would at times have the diet sodas. On one or two occasions I had some regular diet soda with the aspartame. But at other times I had the other diet soda that the SodaStream has to offer. That does not contain aspartame, however it does contain another sweetener that causes the belly bacteria that is good to reduce. And this good belly bacteria aids in digestion. So when it becomes reduced, digestion doesn't go as well. So I was loading up my body with the sugars, and I was having that crud that works against me. And I was also having the hidden sugars inside of the cereal. Also had some cereal bars. I think I had some waffles sometime that week with some, like pure sugar syrup. It's the stuff that you make at home. You just it's the maple flavoring style. You add twice the amount of sugar as you do water, and then you add this maple flavoring. Pure sugar. And I also had some vegetables that were not on the freebies list. And they're not on the freebies list of the Jorge Cruz 100. Because if you eat enough of them, it will spike the blood sugar. there's not enough natural fiber to counteract the sugar or the starches, I should say. For most of these vegetables that are not on the freebies list, they're very, very starchy. But in the 100, you treat starches as if it was sugar. And everybody should do that, really, if they want to lose weight. And realistically, everybody should worry about the blood sugar levels, whether they are diabetic or not. Everybody. So, it's not just a diabetic thing. It's not just a hypoglycemic thing. It's an everybody thing. I gained weight because I went totally against my diet most of the week. So this week, thus far, I've been really good about eating what is on the freebies list in the book. So you can go to the store, and any meat that doesn't have anything added to it is going to be on the freebies list. I've been having some canned chicken, and I mix it up like it's tuna fish. I add a little bit of mayonnaise. I follow the guidelines in Chapter 3. There's the allotment of additional fats you can use per meal. So I use that if I want to add a little something extra. And then I add a vegetable. As of late, it has been some miniature bell peppers. What has a tendency to happen is the bell peppers are bought for the sake of making a certain dish. Maybe some type of a taco dish. Making a little fajita pita. Whatever it may be. And some of them are used for the meal, but then others are stored away, forgotten about, and they go rotten. So, if anything else, I would suggest going on this diet just for the sake of eating the vegetables that are left over from eating other meals. And you can, if you want, you can go ahead and have a cheat day or whatever, like on the weekend. But then, during that weekend cheat, you're going to have a lot of leftover vegetables if you're going to make tacos or whatever. So if anything, go ahead and go on this diet just to eat your vegetables. Or don't go on the diet and just make sure you eat the vegetables, because over the years there have just been so many vegetables that I have thrown away. They get all slimy and gross. And it's easy to forget about them because they're either stuffed away in a drawer that nobody ever opens, or the vegetables are put way in the back of the fridge and they're forgotten about. And then once you remember that they're there, it's because there's some nasty vegetable sludge that kind of leaks out of the bag or whatever. Or you're just kind of searching through the fridge, seeing what's way in the back, and saying, oh, there's some vegetables, but they're kind of shriveled, so that they're yet to the nasty stage, but they're not really good either. So you just throw them away. So that's what I've been doing so far. It's early this week. I need to make doubly sure that I do not eat the sugars. nor eat the hidden sugar carbs. I keep trying to say that the 100 is a low-carb diet, but it's really not, because you eat tons of carbohydrates in the vegetables that is strongly encouraged to eat every single day. The carbohydrates that you're trying to avoid is the vegetables that will spike your blood sugar. And the carbohydrates you're trying to avoid, again, I should have just said that in the first place. The carbohydrates you're trying to avoid are the ones that will cause a spike in the blood sugar, which causes the insulin to flow, which causes the body to go into fat storage mode. So eliminate the process. Your body will build up some good belly bacteria. And over time, the body will flow like it's supposed to. The body doesn't store anything away for, a later time, just in case you're starving, and, it's good cleansing. It's a natural cleansing. There's no need to buy a cleansing kit. Just eat correctly, and over time, the body will become cleansed naturally, because all the crud that you're dumping into it, or I should say you were dumping into it, isn't there anymore. And all the good stuff is slowly processing all the bad stuff out. So after a while, your body is free from all the crud. And once I get down to my super goal weight, I'm going to feel awesome. I'm feeling pretty good now, actually. Because even though I gained some weight, I'm still well below where I was when I first started out in my first videos. And even before then, my weight loss journey was beginning. Well before my first videos. But when I was doing the raspberry ketone video, I was like, yeah, I lost 5 pounds. This stuff really works. But I wasn't really tracking what I was eating. And I know that I wasn't eating a whole bunch of candy. I might have been eating some kind of sweet beans. But I think I was unintentionally following what might be considered the 300 diet plan, which you can lose some weight on, plus the added raspberry ketone. The way it's supposed to work is it forces like a hormone. Actually, I'm not even 100% sure how it works. So don't even quote me on this at all. But the way I think it works is it either forces a hormone out that skinny people naturally have to regulate their body, or the ketones itself has this magical hormone. So it's either or. I don't remember which one, but it's something that like, if you are driving down the street and you see a really skinny jogger running down the street, that's what they have naturally. And the raspberry ketone is supposed to help your body have more of that, so you lose a little more weight. The issue is, a supplement will help to some degree, but you have to help yourself at the same time. So I can't obviously depend on the raspberry ketone or the green coffee bean or the green tea supplements or a combination of all three. I was actually doing that for a while. I can't depend on those alone, because there was a time that I was taking a whole bunch of supplements and my weight loss, the first week was awesome. My first video, the raspberry ketone wow, actually that was my second video. Losing 5 pounds, being all super excited. But as time went on, I was eating all the wrong stuff. So the body was constantly being forced into fat storage mode, while the supplements were trying to work for me as well. And I would lose a little bit of weight, but it wasn't 5 pounds. It was maybe half a pound, a quarter of a pound, something that is hard to really measure. And then, once I finally once I ran out of the supplements, then I started to gain back. And so the secret to weight loss isn't a magical supplement or a magical pill. The secret to weight loss is controlling the hormones to the best of your ability. Make sure that the hormone insulin isn't in the body too much. If you're diabetic, I know that's going to be hard, because you're going to constantly be shooting yourself up with insulin. And this is all based on the reading I've done, the research by Gary Taubes, and the writings of Jorge Cruz as well. So please do keep in mind that I'm not a health expert. I'm just regurgitating what I've read already. So that is really all I have to say for now. I think I've been rambling on long enough, and if I haven't already repeated myself to some extent, I will. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and wrap this baby up and say I'll let you know what happens the following week. Hopefully I will lose everything I gained and lose a little bit more and head back towards that super weight loss goal. I wish you all the best of luck with your personal weight loss goals and your personal health. I wish you the best of luck with any other ambitions you have right now in your life, which may or may not include flying a noisy airplane. But hey, if that's what you want to do, that's cool. Thanks for watching and listening. Feel free to like, link, and leave a comment below. Have yourself a very wonderful day. Bye-bye.